on the brink of returning to the top 10. He will achieve that if he can win just one more match this evening. But he's got to turn around a serious deficit in his head-to-head against this man, Alexander Zverev, who leads their meeting 7-1. 4 of those victories coming last year.
Quickly, clean. First set. Grigor, Dimitrov to serve. Ready. Play.
Bulgarian to get this underway. Might be a few people, Naomi, who didn't see him beat Alcaraz last night, and probably a lot when they maybe woke up and saw that result in the morning thought, what was wrong with Alcaraz? In your opinion, was there much wrong with Alcaraz, or was it more about the quality of Dimitrov's tennis this time yesterday?
There's nothing wrong with Alcaraz, really. Look, was it 10 out of 10 Alcaraz electric in terms of what we've seen from him? No. But was the base level high? It was. You know, he was ticking a lot of boxes, but Dimitrov was just so quick out of the blocks, taking everything so early.
Didn't let him settle, did he? It was almost from the first point.
And you could tell how uncomfortable Alcaraz was, sort of shouting towards his box. He was constantly asking them questions, didn't know what to do with the return, whether he should move forwards, backwards. He did seem quite lost, and that was even from early on.
Very good start.
First game.
Really a big task for Zverev will be to...
Unforced error.
Sorry.
Keep all the water in there somehow. But a big task for Zverev will be to prevent Dimitrov from playing how he did yesterday. Does have weapons to try and keep him at bay.
Delgado, British coach, who shares those duties with Danny Valverde.
Zverev to serve.
Jamie's enjoyed his time so far alongside Grigor. Trio have had a lot of success since teaming up.
Love. Let's what's on.
Well, he will have a focus on that backhand side. And will try and go there with pace, force Dimitrov to slice in a defensive way. Dimitrov is going to start slicing aggressively, especially down low to the Zverev forehand. That will be uncomfortable. Looking to run around as often as possible. A bit more penetration off the forehand side.
Talked about the significance of this evening for Dimitrov with that spot back in the top 10. Within touching distance. Win tonight, he'll actually go up to number 9 in the live rankings. Big for Zverev too, considering the progress he's made since he came back from the ankle injury, because it would be a first Masters final since before the injury, Madrid 2022, and that was the clay court season where he had that awful fall and the subsequent injury that kept him out for the rest of that season. So again, it would be another box ticked, wouldn't it? Another Masters final post serious injury. Be his 11th as well, which is an impressive number. Tied with Medvedev and Thomas Muster and Gustavo Kuerten on 10 Masters finals at the moment. If he wins and reaches his 11th, he'd join Boris Becker on 11.
One game off.
Fellow German.
Grigor.
Zverev with 5 Masters titles as his dad. 2 in 2017, another in 2018, and then a couple in 2021. Brother Misha here as well. Grigor with the 1 Masters title, that was 2017 in Cincinnati, the year he won the Tour Finals. Probably won't want to get drawn into that backhand to backhand exchange too often. Dimitrov going up the line that time just to change the nature of that rally.
Zverev absolutely loves his backhand. It is a devastatingly good shot. It is rock solid, but it's such a big weapon as well. We see a lot of solid backhands out on tour that they're just not going to break down. They're going to try and set things up, but Zverev can hit a winner from anywhere off that wing.
Did this time yesterday, started aggressively. Dimitrov, anything he feels he can have a swing at and go in behind, he's going to do that. Got to play to his strengths, hasn't he? That's what he did against Alcaraz. forehand. Injection of pace behind that one. And a really good start from Dimitrov. Essential that he starts well against a player who he has such a negative head-to-head record against. That's Crandon Park. John Isner winning the very last edition of that venue against Zverev. That was the year he made the final. Just talking about that this week, how special that match felt. Because, of course, everybody knew that the move was coming to the new site. Champions since it moved here: Federer, Hurkacz, Alcaraz, Medvedev. With Medvedev's defeat, we are guaranteed a brand new champion on Sunday.
Not much you can do about that. Big slice of luck. Landing very close to the net.
Lap 50.
Serve is such a massive weapon for Zverev. And this is going to be possibly a slight point of difference between him and Alcaraz as an opponent for Dimitrov. He will be able to keep that at bay. Almost half of Dimitrov's first serve returns against Alcaraz were within a couple of meters of the baseline. It was so deep. Just don't see how anyone can do that against Zverev.
A lot calmer than the last time Zverev was on this court. He was
30-50.
playing the daytime match. Pretty windy at times against Fabian Marchand. Good conditions this evening for just long. Of course, Dimitrov played the same slot yesterday against Alcaraz, so he'll be used to the conditions. He said the conditions vary quite a lot from day to night, so maybe that will just allow Dimitrov to feel more settled quicker than Zverev might this evening. Hotter, livelier, faster in the daytime.
So I actually agree with you logically, but I have a different conclusion.
Go on.
I think Zverev likes the night sessions, the conditions, better. So as much as it's had to change from day to night, I think his matches through this tournament, he's looked a bit more uncomfortable during the day, and he has just flip-flopped each one. He's either been late on, and then the next round's the first match, and then it was late, and then it's first. So he's had to do a lot of adjusting because those conditions do vary, but I think we see the best of him in the evenings in general, really. Bit of a night owl, I reckon.
Lap 15.
I do just wonder, and I'm not saying there's anything in this theory, but I wonder how much Zverev has been preparing himself to play Alcaraz in this match. And all of a sudden, this is a massive opportunity for him, isn't it? He's the favourite to win this match. He might not have been. Might be in a bit less pressure if he was playing Alcaraz in a big semi-final.
15 all.
Whether that is a burden to carry this evening. Sometimes that's the case, isn't it, for a player who you get a massive opportunity and then you just can't play your best tennis.
Yeah, it could be. We're feeling the pressure.
30-15.
I think in general, he'll be happier to play Dimitrov than Alcaraz. Unless he watched Dimitrov beat Alcaraz. He might be a bit more concerned.
What a rally. Brilliant tennis from both. It had a bit of everything. 32 shots of pure quality.
Oh, it's unbelievable work from Zverev. Just incredible, crushing the ball from corner to corner. Had to deal with an awful lot. How about that for a backhand pass attempt from Dimitrov?
Two all, 30 all.
14.
Wow, what a response. Nice call.
That's the best way to deal with an epic point like that. Make sure you hold. Make it mean nothing.
The first really big hit off the backhand wing from the German. That's the damage it can do.
Big part of why I think Zverev likes playing Dimitrov. That backhand to backhand matchup suits him down to the ground. He can make Dimitrov very uncomfortable.
That's a brilliant dig. Should have made the overhead, of course, but what a lob that was. Got that ball up so high.
And he got it deep enough that you can't hit that down. So you always run the risk of it going into the net, which is probably why Dimitrov picked going through the middle of the court, because it's the lowest part of the net. It's really hard to smash when you're that deep in the court. Still found the net.
First break point of this match. It's a nasty little slice backhand midway through the point.
And that is
Skimmed
Dimitrov.
the net and stayed low.
Interesting early observation, or something I'm seeing in Zverev on return. He is reading the serve so well. I mean, that was a tremendous serve, slammed onto the tee. Zverev's behind it early, gets really good strike on it. On the previous point, the serve went out wide. Again, able to get good depth on it. He's already tracking it.
It was 130 up the tee, that last serve. Came back with interest.
And that is Dimitrov.
Came under some serious pressure, Dimitrov, in that service game, but he passes the test.
Dimitrov leads 3 games to 2.
Further boost his confidence. 3-2. The Masters 1000 made the final in Paris. Brilliant results there for Seti, Medvedev, Bublik, Hurkacz, and Tsitsipas. Some of the players he beat before losing to Djokovic in the final, and then started the season so well, winning that first title since 2017. That was in Brisbane. Again, beat Brunner in that final. Third round Aussie Open. Perhaps a bit of a disappointing loss to Nuno Borges from Portugal there. But then straight back on it, made another final in Marseille, semis in Rotterdam. And here he is in the semis in the Magic City. He's done a lot of winning lately.
Horrible serve to try and return for Dimitrov, isn't it? It's up at head height, because it comes down from such a height from Zverev, and he gets great kick on it. So it's travelling over the baseline so high. So Dimitrov's choice really to get a better strike is to drop back or go even further forward, to try and take it at shoulder height. Both come with their problems.
Jamie celebrated his birthday a few days ago during the tournament. A great approach, wasn't it? Beautiful backhand up the line, just lent on it.
Oh, it's so smooth. It's such a fantastic shot. There's an issue when Dimitrov is counter-punching on his backhand side. What does he do? because all of his instinct will be telling him to go cross-court to the Zverev backhand, but it is so good. He might be in a bit of trouble.
Straight to his box, that one off the frame. Good catch.
(40-15). Three games off.
Much in it so far after 29 minutes. Just the one break point for Zverev.
(15-9).
He's been able to roll through a couple of points a game, as we saw from that stat. Plenty of his first serves not coming back.
Beauty. Great view of it too.
Yeah, I think that was a better choice out on that backhand side. Okay, had a little bit more time, but to just knife that slice down the line deep to the forehand, that sort of resets thing. He doesn't seem as vulnerable there. So if he were to go back cross court,
(40-15).
Let's go. Here we go, come on. Ali.
So far, so good for Grigor.
Dimitrov leads.
Keeping it tight.
2-3. New balls, please.
Still on serve, 4-3. Monday, are off and running on the dirt. One in Houston, Texas, in this part of the world. And then we've got Estoril and Marrakesh, ATP 250 events. Monte Carlo the week after. That's where we'll see most of the top players play their first matches on clay. Most recent singles final coming during the Asian swing. Chengdu, back end of last year, won that title. Spent quite a long time in Asia. Zverev really committed to that chunk of the calendar. Won Chengdu, then played Beijing, made the semis there. Then played Shanghai, and then actually played Tokyo after Shanghai as well. So it was a good month or so in Asia.
how high that slow bounces up. Bouncing right by Dimitrov's eyes as it crosses the baseline. No trouble in that game. Full of unreturnables.
4 games all.
It's fairly swift games, 35 minutes on the clock. Such a good mover, Dimitrov, 32 years of age, but he's still in great condition and has always been one of the best athletes on tour. Still the case, even after all those years he's been playing.
Yeah, he's definitely in the top handful, isn't he? Rapid. And you've got that reactive speed. First couple of steps are so quick.
30 left.
On serve quality, pretty impressive from both. 9.2, 9.1, not a lot in it. Both absolutely flying so far.
Body length.
Brilliant game and a good time to produce that sort of quality. It's kind of taken by surprise by the
Dimitrov leads. 5 games to 4.
that second serve was 5-4 in the house this afternoon. Which is going to destroy Medvedev.
Okay, 1 out of 2.
Well, I didn't let you guess the first one, so technically 1 out of 1.
Feels like we are motoring towards a tie break.
Brilliant stuff. Hit a couple of worldies against Alcaraz last night, and those two were pretty special.
Oh, how about that final shot? So casual. He can get strings on the ball. He can come up with all sorts. Didn't need to be anywhere near that good, but why not?
Just throwing the 360 for good measure. Something to work with here. was a nervy-looking backhand.
Got up to it. Took one big lunging step and then reached for it. Didn't really get as much control that way.
Misses another. He is tight right now. From nowhere after those brilliant volleys Dimitrov produced when Zverev was up 30 love. 3 points in a row bring him to set point. First serves as well right now. Pressure on this second serve. Dimitrov steals the opener. Serena loving that result. The first set goes the way of the Bulgarian. 6-4. Grigor and Serena.
Yeah, not surprising to see her fully supporting him and being right near the camp.
So a set away from another Masters final. Remember the title decider in Paris at the end of last season. More significantly, perhaps, you'll have to ask Grigor, but a set away from returning to the top 10. November 2018, the last time he was in the PIF ATP rankings top 10. So if he does get back there on Monday, it would be a gap of 260 weeks. Be the third longest gap between stays inside the top 10 in the men's game. Well, the two players took longer to get back to the top 10, Gilles Simon and Albert Costa.
One of the 4 meetings they had in 2023, Dimitrov only won 1 set, had to do it in a tie break.
Rolls through another service game.
First game, second set.
forehand quality from Dimitrov has just been outstanding, really bossing with that shot. Far above his average.
A little unfortunate there. He had Zverev beaten had it not jumped off the top of the net.
15 love.
For Zverev, he's just got to tell himself that, you know, that set really had a feel of it was going to a tie-break with the way that he was serving, and it was just a few points, a few errors that came in that one game, and it's all it took. Something that he can rectify. He can not do that in this set. He's got the level available. He'll at least feel like it is within his control.
30 love now.
That's the sort of serving efficiency he was enjoying. Oh, picture that.
One game.
Sky. Beautiful sunset outside the stadium. Celebrated his 15-year anniversary since his very first tour win just a few weeks ago. That was in Rotterdam. How long he's been travelling the tour. Playing against Thomas Burdick, who was a wild card in Rotterdam in 2009. Burdick in his first match and lost to Nadal in the second round there that week. To reach semi-finals at 3 of the 4 majors. Career high ranking of number 3. Tour Finals champion, as I mentioned, 2017. Masters winner that same season. Was brave because Zverev wasn't too far away from the net when he played the drop shot, but it was so good it got the job done.
Zverev knew it was coming. That's why he charged up to the baseline. Thought it was coming in. You'll see him here. He'll sprint forwards, get up as tight as possible. Well, still just way too good.
Probably should have done better, shouldn't he, the German, but even so. Quick thinking. Big point too, down 15-30.
14-7.
So he's been working well for him. Great space on that. Got a little tucked up.
Yes.
Working pretty well, so he's just going to keep going there.
Nice closing volley.
Dimitrov leads 2 games to 1.
Set 2-1, he leads.
80% of his first serve points won.
15-love.
Pinpoint accuracy.
There's so much conviction behind that shot. He knows he's going to make it. There's no chance of him missing it. You can just feel that self-assuredness on the strike.
Oh, goodness me, that was close.
It's audacious to get that close to the court on that.
15.
Going for broke. Almost came off.
But he's in that sort of zone where any shot you can imagine, he feels like he can do it.
Such an incredible athlete. That was relentless from Zverev. Hammering those balls up the line.
14-15. 2 games all.
Allez. Tu peux le faire.
In every first serve in the second set so far, Zverev. 9 of 9. Beautiful. In total control of that final volley.
An inside-out forehand is too good, even for Zverev's backhand. Can't do much about that. One of Dimitrov's favourite shots.
Yes, great coverage this time. Anticipation. They're loving some of this Dimitrov tennis.
Well, he's everywhere. How'd you get it past this guy? Look how big the gap was. Seemed like a simple nudge down the line. Before you know it, behind it in a flash.
Too much height on it, wasn't there, from Zverev? Just made it slightly easier for Dimitrov.
Close so quickly on the serve volley. Of course, has tremendous volleying skills, but can really make Zverev pay for that deep return position.
Too good this time. Must have just caught the back edge. His penultimate backhand. Back edge of Dimitrov's baseline.
Grigor. Allez.
Bulgarian just about in control of this fifth game. Needs to finish it here, though. This time couldn't quite steer it onto that far line. Dimitrov comes through.
3 games to 2.
Another service game. He's only had to face one break point tonight. It's been good behind serve. Set and 3-2.
Surprising errors. It wasn't like he was really going for it and just didn't quite find it.
15 love.
Jumping forward more than Dimitrov so far in this match. And good when he's come forward as well. 13 of 15 of those points he's won. Great vision. Zverev barely moved when he saw him throw that short ball in.
15 on.
And he just didn't see it coming. I wonder why, because Zverev's deep in the court on the back foot. Perfect sort of time for Dimitrov to look for it.
Starting to make another move here. Still hasn't missed the first serve in this set, Zverev. But he's got to focus here. 13 he's made out of 13. Be a bad time to miss a couple.
To the bounce again on that sort of serve.
14-30.
Really difficult for Dimitrov to control.
And he makes it 15 of 15.
New balls, please.
It's one of those situations where you look at the numbers for Zverev and you can't quite believe he's been broken. Everything is looking very, very strong, very healthy. It's just that a few points that he dropped all just came in that game. A couple of backhand errors, missed a couple of first serves, put the pressure on himself. Outside of that, it's been so impressive.
New ball to Dimitrov, which should help in theory.
So rock solid on a point like that.
30 love.
I just don't think for a moment that he's going to miss. Again, he just has that aura of know I'm going to make this.
Shouldn't too much of a problem. Get 40 love, but don't want to stay in this game much longer. And now things getting interesting. Oh dear.
Wow. Well, could this be his little dip, little wobble? He has completely allowed Zverev back into this game. He doesn't have to do much. No unforced errors.
Zverev doing a great job in that respect. Cutting his unforced errors from 11 to just 2 in this second set. Back to deuce. It's more like it.
That is Dimitrov.
He's going to have an opportunity to go bigger there, Zverev. He's right behind it. Good play on it.
Well, a great start to the game, bit of a wobble, but a great finish, ultimately from Dimitrov, who continues his charge towards the final, 4-3. Things starting to get serious in this second set, particularly for Zverev. Can't allow any kind of dip in his level right now. Well, this match could be over. Continue this incredible run on a first serve in this second set. 15 out of 15 he's made so far.
Made
another sweet 16.
This is ridiculous.
He's getting confident now.
When his first serve is on a roll, which this very much is, 17 in a row, it's just unstoppable. What are you going to do about it? Know it by the look on his face, but again, it's just such a high quality point. Plenty of depth, followed up by 2 shots to great width. Couldn't ask for more.
Solide.
Yeah, off a fairly low ball that's skidding into him. Dimitrov slice.
Allez, Grigor.
4 games on.
Pour toi. Allez.
Only missed the first serve, but it didn't make any difference. 4 apiece. Just 3 points dropped on serve by the German in the second set. Something to build on now for the number 4 seed.
Lap 15.
Much better job. Those baseline points as well. Trending in the right direction.
Pushed him back and kept him there.
15 all.
He's looked so good in the front section of the court as Dimitrov just completely in control.
Yeah, they've both been good coming forward. Those numbers impressive from both of them. Well, it was a joke of a pickup, but just couldn't quite control the final volley.
Oh, that was superb from Zverev. That level of defence, not something we often talk about with him. Charging around the court. He only just squeezed his racket underneath, but it was enough.
Team getting pumped. So precise. Can't believe he's found the junction there or thereabouts.
Yeah, you can see it's getting annoying. Forehand so early, you can see Zverev just a little late on the split step. Made it very difficult to change direction.
Seemed to come through a couple of tougher games on serve, Dimitrov, but so far holding things together. Chance to take himself to within a game of the final. Game of the top 10. It's exactly that now. Pressure building on Zverev. Frustrated he couldn't make a move there.
Dimitrov leads 5 games to 4.
It is the Bulgarian who is agonizingly close to finishing this match. 4-5 in the first set, and then things went wrong. Dimitrov will be hoping history repeats itself. Let's see how he gets on this time under pressure, serving to stay in the tournament. It's a shaky start. It's another backhand he's missed, and that was a shot that really let him down at 4-5 in the first. Dimitrov just a little bit closer to the finish line. Missed his first serves in this game as well. Makes good use of the second, and it's another poor ground stroke from the German.
But he got stuck too far behind the baseline. He retreated. He didn't spring back up to it.
Three first serves missed now. It's deserted him. He's getting edgy.
15-7.
Surely got to make a first serve sooner or later in this 10th game.
Makes all the difference.
Pulls himself back into the game. Dimitrov still just 2 points away, though. That was a chance. That was a chance.
And it's not a coincidence that he's missed that 2 points away from the match. At any other time in this match, he would have ripped that cross court, no trouble. Arm just doesn't quite move as it was 10 minutes ago.
All of a sudden, Zverev not really going for much, is he, from the back of the court, just making balls. Got himself to game point, though. It's a better point. negotiates his way out of trouble.
Well, that might actually serve as a really good boost for Zverev. Spot of bother, but able to come through. So as we head towards more tight moments, coming thick and fast now, he can back himself to really lock it down. I mean, I don't know how he's lost that point either after a return like that. Unreal to get onto that, get it right back to Dimitrov's toes.
It's a test for Grigor now after that last game. I know that maybe just let Zverev off the hook when he was serving at 4-5. On a backhand, he would have been hoping to strike when he had Zverev 15-30 in the previous game. Just looking more comfortable now, Dimitrov.
You get the sense that Zverev's feeling like he's never played Dimitrov at this level before.
Puts Zverev in an awkward spot once more. Again, the German will come out serving to stay in it.
Dimitrov leads 6-5.
Struggled to find consistency on the first serve in his previous service game. We'll be hoping bang down a few more first serves this time. 5-6, trailing by a set.
15-9.
The play Dimitrov has been looking for. Was able to chip that return all the way to the baseline. Himself neutral. Hit with aggression deep into that forehand. That's the wing he's attacked pretty well.
$30-15. 14-15.
Finding the first serves in this game, making life an awful lot easier. 3 unreturned.
Well, of course, Zverev's still in control of this game in terms of points on the board, but being well aware that Dimitrov is lurking here. We'll get back to deuce and start to feel comfortable pressure again. Games can get away from you so quickly. Remember that game at 4-5, he was up 30-love, looked in control. A minute later, the set was over. He's in a dogfight again.
Well, you feel like he's just got to get it done with the serve. The 3 points he's won have all been unreturned serve. As soon as Dimitrov's in the point, he's looking very nervy.
There's a big serve. No mistakes this time. Crunching that backhand into the open court. So a point away from a tiebreak now. That's a brilliant delivery. A 9th ace takes us into a shootout.
Oh, no surprises with the way they've been serving through this set. Yes, things got a little nervy. I don't think that's going to stop in this tie-break. Both have thrown in a few errors in the recent 10 minutes or so. Let's see who can keep control of it here.
It's terrific.
Oh, he really unleashed on that one. We haven't actually seen a huge amount of it.
1-0.
Really stepping up.
It's a different sort of quality, that, isn't it? Changing direction at that pace.
Finishes the point.
Thank you.
Winning his second tiebreak of the tournament, Zverev. 1-1 against Chris Eubanks. Beautiful. Had to defend pretty hard early in the point. What a awkward little slice backhand that was. Opened up the court beautifully.
Oh, these baseline rallies are such a tussle. You feel it moving in one direction, then the next, both counter-punching superbly.
Thank you. Players are ready.
Mini break apiece to get us going. Dimitrov's actually got through a couple of big tie breaks en route to the semis. That one against Tabilo when he was down 5-2, almost out of the tournament in the second round. Won 5 points in a row to win that 7-5, and then a deciding tie break to beat Hubi Hurkacz. Too good that time. Was ready and waiting.
Zverev's turned on the backhand, taking it up at a couple of levels. I think Dimitrov possibly guilty of playing it into form a little bit. He's got a bit more success attacking on the forehand side. And it's looking dangerous.
Isn't it? Because he's looked so cautious in those games at 4-5 and 5-6, but all of a sudden playing with a lot of freedom, Zverev. And those backhands much more aggressively.
That's big. That comes in because of the added level we've just seen from Zverev, just in that the 3 points before that. Just feel that bit more vulnerable when you're looking up at the ball, ready to hit the second.
Well, he really had to win that point. Switching hands, 5-1 down would have probably been too much. Yeah, it hits back with a bit of quality and a nice finish.
Yeah, going deep, that inside-in forehand, doing so much damage. He's able to find the depth and width to the Zverev forehand. He is getting in deep in the court. Has that opportunity to come forward and finish like we saw there, or maybe put in the drop shot, whatever it might be.
Much for that little one. It's like a sound sleeper. Judging by the reaction, he was ready and waiting for this serve in the slot, but couldn't quite control it. This is where he found himself against Alejandro Tabilo, and he somehow escaped. Maybe not this time. Zverev, having been 2 points from defeat twice, serving at 4-5 and 5-6. Now with chances to take us into a decider. First one saved.
Six, 3, Zverev.
Set point number 2. Taking his time. Now Zverev feeling the tension once more.
6-4.
2 set points disappear.
Oh, you can just feel it, can't you, when it take that little bit longer. Same for everyone. Not entirely comfortable.
Maybe third time lucky. This time he does convert, and we are going the distance. Just played a better tiebreak than Dimitrov, and did well to survive those couple of shaky service games late in the set. Set to piece. First Masters final for nearly 2 years, and his first since the ankle injury stopped him in his tracks for so long, midway through 2022, and was for Dimitrov.
Seats, please. Take your seats.
This will be a third Masters final, but
ready.
spot inside the top 10. That's what's on the line for Dimitrov tonight. If he can win this match, back to the drawing board for Grigor. Brilliant first point. Razor sharp.
He's just at his best. That reactive speed, so quick. His anticipation has been phenomenal through this tournament.
Called not up by the umpire. Sure, Zverev agrees.
He can't believe it, can he? Taking another look at it. Oh, looks like he got there.
Well, tough to tell from that angle, isn't it? Let's have another look.
I mean, he's lost the point anyway, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Can't see how Dimitrov... Well, Dimitrov didn't miss it.
Fergus Murphy, quick on the call. Personally, I still couldn't tell from those two. I think it's one of those where ongoing discussion, isn't it? At some events, we've had the video review technology available to the umpires. They can call up to TV, ask for different angles, different speeds, and try and get a better look. Probably demonstrates how difficult that job is, right? Because we've just had 2 replays. You think he got there? I'm not sure. And we don't have to make that split-second decision, do we?
No, and I have to say the officials in this sport, I think, are outstanding. Such a high level.
Come on. Allez.
Probing. He's played a good game, really good response after that set slipped away.
Convinced on it. A little hop just to make sure.
Advantage, Zverev.
Through the opening test. It was quite a test.
First game. Final set.
Dimitrov very quickly back on it after that tiebreak disappointment. Just wondered how he would react. Good sign so far.
Take a look at what Zverev has been delivering from the back of the court. Big increase in his ground stroke net clearance, particularly on the forehand side, and as a result he has tidied up the unforced errors. Just 6 in total, actually 5 from the back of the court, because one of them was a double fault, so only 5 in set 2, being much more consistent.
Please.
These players all the way through their matches are always making these adaptations. They are reacting to what's going on out there. difference. Zverev hit 11 on forced errors in that first set from the back of the court, 5 in set 2, so a big difference.
Interested how Dimitrov reacts now, because of the head-to-head and having come so close to getting that win. And it's a significant win, isn't it? This is a big, big match. Semis, Masters, and we've talked about the top 10 scenario. It's a nice finish. There are similarities to the match they played at the US Open last summer. And Dimitrov was up a set, lost the second set on a close tiebreak, 10-8 that time, and third and fourth sets was 6-1, 6-1 in Zverev's favour. Faded quickly that day.
Yeah, for me this is a different Dimitrov. I think at a much higher level. We've seen quite a few sort of bemused looks from Zverev towards his camp when things that have always worked against Dimitrov haven't been working. I mean, when you look at the numbers, Zverev's serving has been off the charts. Okay, it's not like he's faced a huge amount of break points, only the one in that first set. But he has been under a little bit of pressure. He's just feeling the heat in general, when you just feel the energy of the match. There isn't really much momentum in this because they're both holding so well.
New balls for the German to fire down. Should be travelling into a third hour, this one. Identical numbers behind serve for both players. As we suspected, made good use of those new balls.
Leads 2-1.
Rapid hold, 2-1. In fact, it doesn't matter, does it? They both get the day off tomorrow, one way or the other. Whoever wins back on Sunday, whoever loses,
Quickly, please.
heading on to the next destination, or maybe a few days at home before the clay court season begins. But for the winner, at least a bit of time to rest and recover before Sunday's final. 3 p.m. local time on Sunday. Zverev with the advantage of serving first in this set. We'll see whether that helps him out deeper into the set. Zverev I'd say most players would probably prefer to serve first in a tight deciding set. Do you prefer that, Naomi? Or you're not bothered either way?
I mean, there's pros and cons to both, isn't there? I mean, it's always nice to sit down feeling like you've got the advantage. It's not really an advantage, it's just you've got your job done first and their job is still to come.
Movement from Dimitrov across his baseline, the footwork so neat and tidy.
30-15.
He's incredibly precise with his setup around the ball, always looking to get into the best possible position. If he's got any more time, he'll take another step.
Plays every single point with such intensity, doesn't he? So focused. So such attention to detail.
That is something that requires an awful lot of energy, mental energy as well, to be able to make such solid decisions, the smart decisions under such time pressure, because he's so far up the court, always looking to be early, being as precise as he is. It's draining.
It's a big point, 1-2-30 all. Dear. Well, he hasn't hit too many shots as poor as that one this evening. It's come at a bad time. First break point for a while. There were none in the second set. Just a second of the evening for Zverev. That's a better hit. Zverev maybe just will be annoyed with himself, giving Dimitrov the opportunity to take on a short ball there.
He didn't step up, didn't try and do anything with it. Okay, he stepped back to give himself the space, but then you've got to come up with a good strike.
You can't just roll it in short from back there, can you? Break point saved.
It's been a habit of Zverev's, really, isn't it, to retreat, to go for maximum safety in those sorts of opportunities. Does pay off sometimes.
Great finish to the game, back-to-back aces. That'll give him a boost.
Two games on.
Let's go, come on.
15 love.
There's nice symmetry to those numbers as well.
Serve percentage overall in this match for Zverev is ridiculous. It's over 78% he's landed. I mean, it's such a weapon of his. We go into a Zverev match thinking, okay, well, I'll get a few looks at the second serve. Maybe he's got a 60% first serve percentage. That's a good amount of time. I've got a chance.
Not really the case for the last two sets. 82% in the second set, 93.8% in this third set so far. 16 of 17 first serves he's made. And this deciding set has the lead. Nudges ahead on the scoreboard once more. 3-2 this time.
Sense that the energy from Dimitrov has dipped off just a touch, but he's such an animated, lively player that you really feel it. I had a match earlier on in the tournament. He was absolutely exhausted at the end of it. That match against Hurkacz, he was really struggling.
15 on.
He's also had a match that he won in 46 minutes, so a bit of everything. Such a physical player. He needs to be able to use his legs, keep that footwork strong. Just skipping through the back of that one. Beautiful strike.
14-15.
aggressive, get that ball up and down. Quite achieve it that time. Good start to the game for Dimitrov. It's just going to be 1 point here or there that decides this. Maybe a couple of misses or a moment of inspiration from one of these men. Oh, what a backhand. He was almost on the deck. Just about maintained his balance before producing a moment of magic.
Barely able to stay on his feet. Man hit the floor. Once he did recover, it got himself upright. And Bosch.
Twice he almost lost his footing, balance. The product wasn't bad though.
Needs these first serves.
15 seconds.
Good number from both of them. The ace department. That is world class. Absolutely sensational from Dimitrov. How good was the movement early on?
Oh, it's unreal. How he can take these shots so early. Saw Zverev dropping back, but that is just so on the rise. Contacted out in front as well, taking all the time away from Zverev, who was nowhere near.
His only break point so far this evening. 2 more here to take control of this deciding set. See how aggressively he hits this second serve. No way has he done that. Incredible reactions, reflexes from Dimitrov. Did that really just happen? To break in the third? What drama in Miami. 4-3, final set. Starting to come into view once more. Just needs to stay calm. Knock off 2 more service games, and he's in the final, and he's back in the top 10. No big deal.
Don't think about it.
points from Zverev to open up game 8.
Let's first throw.
Turning into the perfect game after such a dramatic break of serve. Kicked out 11 of the last 12 points. Oh, what a way to seal it. It's flying right now.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Just feeling it. Early stages of this set, it had a little feeling like maybe Dimitrov was going to fade, but no, my word.
It's quite a sight, isn't it? Dimitrov in full flow. What a brilliant reaction. That's what it means to his fans. Zverev on the ropes, has to hold.
Can't find the court.
It's almost like that break of serve, and the way it happened has just scrambled his brain. Respond quickly. A little flat all of a sudden, Zverev has to re-energise here.
Just tick this game off, then he's got one last chance. An awful lot to get that sort of error out of Dimitrov. To just go at it over and over.
14-30.
So he does extend his stay for at least one more game. Over to Dimitrov.
5 games to 4.
See whether he can finish this. Miami Dolphins Stadium. To get back inside quickly, all eyes on Grigor Dimitrov. Had such good tennis of late. Paris final at the end of 2023. Started this year with a title in Brisbane, another final in Marseille, potentially another final here. One down, 3 to go.
15 love.
I thought he'd missed that forehand, but somehow must have just shaved the line.
Well, he's not going to stop coming at Zverev. It's been aggressive. He's just found that balance so perfectly. I think clicking into gear.
He's almost there. It's going to be a popular victory if he can finish this off, judging by the noise in here. Three match points. Grigor Dimitrov is into his first Miami final, and he'll go back inside the top 10 for the first time since 2018. It's back-to-back top 5 wins for the Bulgarian. It will be a third Masters final of his career. And finally, a win over Zverev. His first since 2014. What a night for this man at 32 years of age. Playing the best tennis of his career. Gets over the line in 2 hours and 35 minutes.
Just extraordinary to watch him playing like this.